finish my topic about protective gear. Maybe I do the whole thing again one other day, but okay, let me just wrap it up in terms of, so I was talking about gloves, helmet and shoes, which I think is really important. But now the pants, the same, I mean, the same point of sliding protection, or if you fall and slide around, you need for various things. And I think it doesn't stop with gloves. I think it also goes towards your pants. So I think your pants should have, at least for the knee, hip area, probably also, because I think if you slide, probably it's also hip, but the knee, I guess the knee is, if you on the front side, the knee is the part that will take on the most energy of the friction, I assume. By the way, I'm driving again down, which, is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? Because there I come to the castle again. I think I should make a U-turn and go up a little bit another direction. Okay, so pants, and pants is a thing. This is maybe now I'm talking again specifically Bangkok, or specifically hot climate. Maybe the guys from the US or maybe Middle East, I don't know, where it's hot, they can relate that this is a pretty shitty thing, because the good pants usually have Kevlar or Duramid or something, another name. In the end it's Kevlar, just a different name, different copyright or patent. So usually you have a pant, and then you have inside a second layer that provides these sliding protection. But second layer means hot. I mean, pants are hot. I would prefer to drive in shorts. And you do already, I mean, yeah, the necessity of long pants, I think try riding in shorts, and after you get burns in your lower legs, you will know why you need long pants. Again, engine is hot and everything is hot. This is, yeah. I could talk about that. I know actually a young guy who was on the back of I think a Kawasaki 800 or so, and they did a trip in Chiang Mai where it's really not cold. Not hot, it's pretty cold there, and still he got burns after an hour of driving, because he gets always the hot exhaust air on his leg. So okay, there's not much discussion, you need a long pant, but one that has a second layer inside, oh my god, that is, and maybe even the protection on the knee, where you have like the plastic or rubber inlayer, these protective things, that's really hard to digest. So I bought these pants, I wore these pants, I suffered in these pants, and this was maybe the beginning of when I formed like some sort of equation that worked for me. And that equation is, I need a certain amount of comfort, because if I do not have that comfort, I just don't wear the stuff, and then I have much less protection, because I don't wear them, so no protection at all. And this is why I came to the point where I thought, okay, no, get yourself good stuff that you can wear. And concluding the pants rant, or however you call it, my argument for that, my reasoning, is I ended up buying me some full Kevlar jeans from Dainese. I mean, the brand, I guess it doesn't matter. I ended up with Dainese because I like the cut and the quality, and actually they were decently priced compared to others. I mean, these type of pants are not cheap. I think I paid 8,000 baht, which is around 200 euros. How much US will it be? 250 US or something? Don't know. The US is anything cheaper anyway, so if I'm talking prices, then you cannot, and I calculate them into US dollars. That doesn't mean that you pay the same price for those in the US. Probably you pay much less, because here we pay more for everything, either because of import tax or for whatever reason. By the way, what's that bike? That looks nice. CR. Oh, that's a Honda CR whatever 200. Cool, for 200cc. Looks like a real bike. I dig it. Cool thing, and in yellow. Nice. Yeah, so I would argue that decent pants that you can wear every day, like regular pants but still offer you protection, are the most practical or most realistic solution. I mean, you might find jeans, pants, whatever, with higher protection, for instance, particularly with inlay. So I was thinking for long trips that I would get myself like some jeans with maybe an inlay, not sure, but definitely like these hip protectors and really big knee protectors, because right now I just have a few layers. So I saw test the protection is really good on the knees, but yeah, if you have these cups, these plastic cups, or however that is realized, I mean, that is much better. And if you go on a long trip, you have enough air, then it's not so relevant how hot it gets in the pants. Well, this is something on my list to get, but otherwise I really strongly would argue for any kind of gear that you really wear, and in terms of pants, like these full Kevlar jeans or any type of material that is so comfortable and not so hot to wear that not only you can wear it but you do wear it. Oh, and then now to my final point, the jacket. So that is my weak spot, so to say, in my reasoning, but also in my protective gear, because I don't wear one. And now at night, actually I could. Now it's more like I'm got used to it. Let's go up. If I have trouble with police, then I'm fucked, but whatever. Because you're not allowed to ride these bridges as a motorbike, which is ridiculous. Because you are considered to be a slow member of the traffic, and because you're slow, you're not allowed to. They mean carts, and there are times when there was like an ox or whatever in front of your cart. But yeah, that's another topic for another day. So jacket. I think I have a really good jacket that is actually not that hot. Has super airflow, and it's great. But it does not help if you are stuck in traffic and you stand more than you drive, and you're in the superheat. Then the airflow is zero, and then you are stuck, and then the air actually does the opposite. The air is an insulation against everything, and fuck, you are sweating, you are dying in your jacket. And this is why I decided for myself, I would be so uncomfortable in a jacket and probably drive not as safe, because if you sweat and die and feel not good, I argue you do not drive safe, or not as safe, you're not as focused and so forth. So this is why I came to my personal decision not to wear this jacket. There's a policeman, so I do not take the bridge, which I usually would, and I wanted to. Fuck. Okay, so we are stuck at the red light forever. Shoot. Oh, it's green. Oh, that's lucky. It's actually very lucky. This light is always scared. Someone comes from the side. And yeah, finalize the topic to come to the conclusion for me: helmet, gloves, shoes, pants, but no jacket, just a t-shirt. And maybe I work on that. I know some guys who are much more disciplined, like a French guy I know. He's very consequent. He never rides, no matter how hot it is, he never rides without a jacket, and I think his jacket is even warmer than mine. So kudos, big respect for that. Maybe I'm too much of a pussy, but I just cannot stand the heat that boils up under a jacket in the heat of the day of traffic. I don't know what now I'm taking. bridge. That's 100 and something seconds. No, thank you. Protective gear, I think, is a huge issue. It's a huge story. It's also about money, because let's be fair, good stuff is really expensive. Once there's police stop, let's hope they just want to test for alcohol and not are greedy to stop me. Or let's see. Yeah, looks good. Usually here on this street, I got stopped a few times a little bit further. They are quite greedy. But yeah, okay, it's 4:45 in the morning, so I guess they had enough money for today. I'm probably tired anyway. And I guess at this time of the night you are either drunk and then you drive in zigzag or you drive already to work, I don't know. Yeah, so now I'm rambling on for over half an hour over gear and totally miss out on the topic I want to talk about. That was my bike. I do not know, and it's green, so let's go. And when you see the line I'm taking, it's a pussy line. Right? I just invite people, come to Bangkok and take corners by yourself. I want to see how other people take these. But maybe I am just a pussy when it comes to cornering. Anyway, so maybe a few last sentences to gear. I already mentioned shortly that it is not easy to get your brands here, or at least the same amount of brands, because the flag stores, I think as far as I know, only Dainese and Alpine Stars have really flag stores in Bangkok. And I mean, Bangkok is a 20 million people metropolis. You would think, and everybody who has money lives in Bangkok, and don't make a mistake, people with money in Bangkok, they are filthy rich. They are filthy rich. That, I mean, I come from Germany, which has millionaires all over, and people are nothing against these people, so these are really loaded. And I mean, if you have this amount of people, 20 million, believe me, there are many people that are loaded, and you don't have to be loaded to be able to afford good gear, right? So the point is, there are enough people in a huge city like Bangkok that would justify to open here a flag store of pretty much any major brand. But let me think. Revit, for instance, as something comes to mind, as a famous brand in the US. And the brand, what is your problem, you fucking a-hole? This guy's probably drunk and probably has a gun in his car, so better not make a scene. Yeah, so Revit as one example, but there are Ruka. Ruka is, I think, north, like Scandinavian, something Finnish or Swedish. I think Finnish, I'm not really sure. Please don't kill me if you're a Ruka fan. They do not have a presence here, and they have official partners who exclusively, no, not exclusively, but they are like the ones who are named on the international website who represents the brand. And on these sites you have sometimes like a store like Paddock for Shoei, for instance, and for a few other stuff. But these shops are really bad. I would love to say some much worse words, because they are that bad that, I mean, I could really get angry at those. And they ruin the experience for the brand. You know, you, for instance, Shoei. My first good helmet here in Thailand was a Shoei. It was a really good helmet. I loved it until it got stolen, together with my Sony action cam, by the way, mounted on it. So that was an expensive day. Really expensive both together. And the only chance for me to buy a Shoei helmet is in this crappy store, which just is lousy. I mean, the owners, they don't give a crap. By the way, half of the stuff they're selling is fake from China. So the only thing that really makes you feel a difference is the price. So if it's cheap, it's probably fake. If it's high priced, it's probably original. But do you really know? Maybe they found some really good fakes. And then you pay laundry. You pay a huge amount of money for fake stuff. Oh, where I'm going now? Oh yeah, okay, I know now. This happens with Ducatis. You just lose a gear. It's not fun. And also not good for the gearbox when then you have to force the gear into... Yeah, you have to force the gear into it. Yeah, so aside from Alpine Stars and Dainese, I do not know any other brand having a real good store here in Thailand, and this limits you a lot. For me, instance, I cannot wear Alpine Stars jackets, pants, whatsoever. They're just too short. They are made for certain people. I have no idea where this brand is coming from. Is it European? Is it US? I have no idea. Let me know if you know. But the brand is just too small for me, so not too short. It's better. The cut is not really good. In the end, I cannot wear them. My arm lengths are always too short in these jackets. I mean, I have that problem also with Dainese, but Dainese is a little bit better. They call it the European cut, so it's not so fat. So I don't have to wear 2 sizes too big just to get an arm length I can live with. I mean, it's not the right arm length, but like combined with gloves, you can compensate and it's okay. And but the most important part, it's not like 3-4 numbers too big around my waist. I mean, I don't have a fat beer belly, at least not yet. Maybe in a few years, but let's hope not. And until then, I would like to wear decent sized gear, which and Thailand is actually quite hard to, for me, really hard.